Oh, good timing.
Yeah, that
At the
was good
same
time.
time.
That was nice.
Hello, lovely.
Hello. Got my bats. I like the bats.
Yeah, those are fun because when you move around, they move around. And we have Hamish. And hello, replay people.
Yes.
Don't forget your thumb. Leave a comment. We always
The
pick somebody
things.
from the comments to win like maybe 10 entries into the giveaway, end of the month giveaway. But sometimes we also have physical prizes. Anyway, in the chat, let us know when you could see us. We'd appreciate it.
Trying to get my phone to a good spot so it's not blocking anything.
Oh, I
Giving
know.
the
I have
best service.
my phone.
Can you see us?
Oh, you can see us now?
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, just deal with it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Deal with it.
Yeah, I did not know if she was going to be here today.
I did not know I was going to be here
I
today.
thought I was going to be doing a solo live.
Yes.
So I do have some like fun words to talk about, a list of idioms, and a special guest that's going to be popping up.
Yes, but I'm going to stay as long as I can.
Yeah, Mama G at some point just gets up and leaves. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
If she says goodbye, then that's what's going to happen. But
yeah,
because we love her.
That's right.
And we want the best for her mental health.
I'm doing my best
Yes.
here, but I do want to say hello to everybody. And Diane Major, my girl, thank you for being here. Zoila, I understand, Zoila. We'll deal with it. I could go back and get the old ones anyway. And Bonnie's at a birthday party. I hope she's having a good time. Hello, Paula. Frizzy B is in the house, and Jen's having Nuke is saying hello to everybody. Hello. Oh, thank you, Stella's mom. Thank you very, very much. Kirsten A, you got your thing going out. I mailed you something. Oh, your winnings from the Mars. Kirsten won the Mars colorway yarn. So that's on its way. Frizzy, your crow yarn is on its way. Lana Nana Banana. I love it. Lana Nana Nana Lana. Hello. Hello, Nisi, my little goblin. It's good to see you. Rebecca McCauley. Rebecca, I got 4 crows, man. They're coming in my backyard. They're drinking out of my waterfall. It just is still my heart, man. And Kathy Baker, tell it to stop raining, right? Hopefully it'll stop raining by Monday so we can get the hardwire cloth around the chicken coop surrounding thing because it's yucky out. Let's see who else is in the house. We've got Leslie's Crochet Corner. Hello, darling. Thank you for coming here and hanging out with us. Heidi B is here. Missy SJ, thank you for being here, guys. And Deborah, good to see you, girlfriend. I'm looking down because obviously I can't read that because it's too small. And Kimberly, hello, Kimberly, and welcome. And
that could be another bingo, Bendy bingo.
There you go.
Someone jot that down.
Yeah.
Mug says they're looking down because they can't read my screen.
Yeah, it's all a blur. I can't even see hardly our picture. That's how blurry it is. And my eyes are even worse. Hello, Jessica Johnson. And Barbara B. We're just going to call you Barbara B because I have not yet figured out how to pronounce that last name. Hello, Marie Chavez. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too, darling. And Kendra Lux. And hello, King Morgan. Happy Saturday, King Morgan. Kim J. Lots of E's at the end of that. And I think I got an Ivy B. Hello, Ivy. I believe. Oh, yours is on its way, but I accidentally sent it to Suzanne. I don't know how that. We really don't know.
Got the mail today.
You got it. Okay. I don't know how that.
Yeah, we
got all.
I remember typing the address and everything. So I'm truly not sure what we biffed in pirate ship, but we did something.
The addresses are nothing like one another. So that is a hello, Enchanson Sunday. Yeah, I have no idea how that. And hello, Angela. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. And thank you guys. And I know I'm in my pajamas with zero makeup. Captain Brambles, if you did see the video, I am battling. I call them my demons. I've been riddled with anxiety and panic disorder for the several days. And so I'm doing my best. I'm feeling pretty good right now, but it's been a complete mental and physical strain on me. So I'm going to hang out here as long as I can with you guys. Hello, Thris. It's good to see you. And thank you, Thris, for that information. Yeah, we're looking into the Yeah, it's jammy day for sure, man. It's gonna be jammy day for a while until I can get a grip on this whole thing. But I could have Rusty explain a little bit about the doctor's appointment yesterday and what they can and can't do for me at this point. But I'll manage through it,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
So
don't worry about me. I'll be fine. It just, yeah.
I've known her my whole life.
Pretty much.
And with all the names I've seen here, you all know
You all
that's
know.
my mom.
Yeah, that's my daughter. Yeah. I
But
gave to birth.
she's had these type of episodes. It's this, I think, what, the third one?
Probably the fourth in
one,
my
maybe,
life. Yeah.
where it gets as bad. So it was hard to get to the doctor's appointment. We almost didn't make it
Several
times.
Yeah.
Aaron's not in the house right now, but or they are, and their phone won't let them type. That's also possible. But luckily, the shop that she's worked at, I work now, safe place that you know, and Aaron was working, is halfway through.
Halfway to the doctor's.
Only reason we were able to make it there.
Yeah.
They did great. I thought I was gonna have to talk the whole time, and we got in there, and she just
was able to explained
everything
as best I could. I mean, you filled in a lot of the things that I was forgetting, but you know, so there's I guess unfortunately the IV
so it's electrolyte restoration, I think it's called, which is a form of IV hydration, is not something that can be done through that doctor. So we're gonna have to find a specialty doctor, and there's not insurance that covers it. So I haven't looked it up yet. I know that doing that's like rich people things, like they do like, oh, we just drank at the Grammys, let's get our IV hydration. But we're gonna see if we can figure that out. So I was gonna look into it last night, but I ended up hyper focusing on words and things to talk about today. But yeah, so that's basically.
And then the feeding tube. I wanted the IV. We
want to try that first to see how much that.
But first, before I can go anywhere, I have to get the anxiety, the panic thing under wraps. And in the times that this has happened, I've had it last for months. So I don't think that'll be this time, because I got a lot of people praying for me. And I want to thank all of you guys that have reached out. I know several people have called. I am incapable of chatting on the phone with people. It makes me anxious to actually talk about it if I'm in the midst of it. Like right now, I'm feeling pretty good. But if I'm feeling squirrely, as the term I use, I have a hard time discussing it or talking about it. So I do truly appreciate all of you that reached out, and know that I'll be fine. You know, I mean, it's going to be all right. It's just my body is just breaking down from all the years of not eating and not drinking, and drink. I don't drink alcohol, but drinking water. You know, hydrating and stuff. So I think that's exasperating. That plus a lot of other just life things. I think it's all whatever. It is what it is, and I'll be fine. Lisa, hello. Yeah, no, anxiety's tough, but when it gets to a panic form, it's panic disorder. Panic disorder is when you have one or three or more panic attacks in a week, and this is a daily. This is I'm waking up in the morning, in the midst of it. So
Missy was just saying it's great for you to have the courage to talk about this, because many wouldn't, and that's why we do, because many wouldn't, and keeping mental health in the conversation is that's what you're supposed to keep, everything in the conversation. That's how we learn more about things. That's how we normalize things. That's how more people become comfortable. You can I mean, even just sometimes knowing somebody else is going through something makes other people be like, oh man, I'm not alone.
Less alone. Not, you maybe don't feel better, but you feel less alone. And that's, I mean, do I want you to see me like this? Absolutely freaking not. Do I want to be on here out in the YouTube world looking like this? Absolutely not. My purpose is that I want you to know that I'm okay. I will persevere. I'll get through this. It's going to take a little time. Who knows how long it'll take? But also this is what we do. This is a part of who I am. And it's been over 20 years since I've had this level. Hello, Suzanne. And thank you, Suzanne, for doing that with IVs. And your yarn is on its way. So, you know, this is to open a conversation. And I did mention it in that video, and I'm going to say it again here because I think it's worth repeating. If you know somebody who suffers from severe anxiety or panic, please, please understand there are times when you're having an attack. There's levels of, hello, Gracie. There's levels of those attacks when it gets into your head that you are living within your worst nightmare. And I'm not making light of this. This is legit. So people that say, oh yeah, I think I've had a panic attack. If you think you did, you haven't. Trust me. If you've had one, you know what I'm talking about. You are living in your worst nightmare. That is your reality. So if you are around somebody who is having these feelings, don't just assume that you can go and hug them. That might be the worst thing you could do, because the feeling of sensation and whatnot and touching them, everything gets heightened. Smell, sight, sound, touch might not be the right thing to do. The best thing you could do for those people when they're feeling that way is to please just say, what can I do for you?
Like I'll often be like, while we
Let
were
them
driving, I was like, do you want me
Right.
to look up facts about eagles? Like,
Yeah.
Do you want me to, do you want sound? Do you want
To sit silently.
yeah, do you want
Right.
quietness? And it's, I don't do these in that rapid succession. It's ask a
Yeah.
question and then wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes when she says she's telling on herself,
Yeah.
which is, I'm starting to get anxious.
That I do. I'm telling them.
Or that.
Yeah. That means I can't talk.
I
you,
just
Mrs. Mom. Thank
keep talking. If I can think of a story about,
Yeah.
oh, Coco got a job. I forgot to tell you
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Oh, that's congratulations
Yes.
to Coco.
Um,
Oh, that's so nice.
but I'll
Yeah.
just start thinking of stories if I can
Lighthearted
think of,
stuff, yeah.
or do you want me to Google facts about something,
Yeah.
or like just
Yeah.
keeping some form of distraction while not focusing on what's happening,
Right.
trying to
Right.
do like outside of what's happening. Oh, nice. Thumbnail makes me think of Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, it does. I saw him in concert.
Probably the hand.
Yeah.
I lost the other glove, so I only have one of those gloves. I did all of that
Oh.
cleaning around the house, and I did not find the other glove. It
It'll
might
show up
be
somewhere really obscure.
Oh yeah, it's probably like
Yeah.
in a tree.
It'll be someplace
In the
obscure.
back.
But
But
yeah. Yeah. Just so that's my public service announcement for today. Is if you know anybody who's feeling anxious, give them all the leeway to do to let you know what to do, what not to do, and all of that, because let them be in control. When this happened to me on I started feeling squirrely on Sunday, and then the day that I did the video on Thursday, yes.
I just say, when somebody's in that moment, they feel like they're losing control. So the best thing you can do is give them every ounce of control you can give them.
Yeah.
That just popped in my head.
No,
so
and
that's a good way to put it.
Is the truth, because
Yeah.
you feel like you're losing control and you feel like you're losing your mind.
There was even like multiple times I was like, we can turn the car around.
Yeah.
We can turn the car
stopped a couple
around
times,
and I
yeah.
can call and I can see if we can do a Zoom chat, which we now know we can do.
Yes.
Awesome.
I wonder.
But yeah, just little things like that. That's the best way
Yeah.
you can help someone.
Yeah. Yeah, because you do feel like you're losing control. And what I do things like, if you guys feel these, is some of the I've dealt with this all my life. So there's a lot of different things. I'm not going to get into all of them. That may be its own video at some point. But like running your hands and wrists under really cold water, or sometimes under really warm water. Be careful with the hot water, because your level of senses is distorted sometimes, so you might burn yourself. So be very careful in that. Okay, but really cold water, and it was rainy and cold out on Thursday when I had the long attack. I walked around and just paced with cold bare feet in the cold rain, and it just was something. Because your body, it shoots epinephrine through your body, adrenaline through your body. And if you just sit there with adrenaline shooting through your body, that's a very uncomfortable feeling. So if you get up and move around, jump side to side and whatnot. So I did do
Give
that.
yourself a reason to have the feeling.
Yeah, you're giving that a reason. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't want to go too far into it. I just wanted to do that little public service announcement and explain why. If you didn't see the video, I'm just battling some demons, as I like to call it, and they're just a little. Like I said, it's been over 20 years since I've been at this level. So
Too many papers over here.
yeah, a lot of papers.
Don't mind me for moving
A lot of
papers.
papers.
Too many
She's
papers.
shuffling paper.
Something I found as well is giving structure to that control. For example, give people opinions or give them a few examples of beneficial actions that they can choose from instead of just a blank slate. Yeah,
Yeah. Hello, snail.
that's kind
That's
of
very true, Mars.
yeah. What I was doing with her was like, oh, we could do this, we could do this option, we could do this option,
Yeah.
and then
or whatever.
wait. And the waiting is the key thing. Is not just
Yeah, no, because you're
shooting things. You want to give, retract, calm. Give, retract, calm.
It monopolizes the sensation, monopolizes your thought processes. I have not been able, and you guys, you better all be sitting down. I have not been able to crochet. Nothing. I have not been able to crochet. I have not been, hello, Beth. I have not been able to dye any yarn. I have barely am able to be able to get over there to clean the chickens and feed the chickens. It's a whole weird thing. I literally cannot pick up a crochet hook and crochet. Not that I can't physically do it. I can't. It won't mentally
doesn't have
work.
the wanna.
It doesn't have that. Yeah, it doesn't have that thing. So it's just. There's nothing. I just walk around the house. I don't know what to do with myself. And I try to stay busy, watered my plants, senseless little silly things, anything I could do to keep myself occupied, and try to take my mind off of it, because you are utterly consumed with the sensation. So I could feel my hair growing on my arms. I could feel the blood thrown through my veins. It's just in the nausea. I don't have the nausea right now. That's why I'm able to do this, because the nausea causes ice cubes feeling all over my body. But anyway, I don't want to trigger people, man. I'm sorry. That wasn't what I was trying to do.
It's well written, Mars.
I can't read that.
Oh, it's just thank you for being open and honest and talking about this, as well as trying to educate people and give them a safe place to make them feel like they're not alone. It's important work.
Yeah, no, and you guys always know, and a lot of you has reached out and shared, and I apologize for not getting back to a lot of people. I've not been able to read the comments because of it triggers. So
yeah, I've been doing a majority.
I'm not trying
to
trigger any of you guys.
And then I left her. I tell her some of things, read some of them.
Yeah, thank you, Sally. Sally Kindness. Yeah, no, I'm going to be fine. I've been here, done this a few times.
We'll get through it, and I'll be by your side.
Yeah.
Except for right now, because I drank my whole cup already.
Yeah,
my throat, I get allergies, so I've been
it's horrible.
Hydrating.
And the man that lives in my house sometimes, because I had the problem on Thursday morning, and luckily Tom was there, so he helped me. At least I wasn't alone. And then the man that lives in my house sometimes actually drove home from 2.5 hours away, because he was working the next day about an hour away from home. So I thought that was very thoughtful and kind of him. And we were going to go on vacation. Oh, thank you so much, Mars. We were going to go on vacation. I think that's one of the main triggers that caused this attack. And I did tell him today that I'm not going to be able to go on this vacation. So he had to cancel all the plans. I know he's not happy about that, but he understands. He's been dealing with me with this for a while. So, it is what it is. And I said, well, maybe at that point, if I'm feeling better, we'll just go someplace closer, whatever. We'll figure it out.
I am a good daughter.
Yes. And I have a great support system. Yes. That's key. That is key, to have people that you can reach out to. And so many of you reach out to me, and I can't thank you enough, because it means the world to me. People really do care. And thank you so much, Stella's mom. I really do appreciate that. And it really does help. Anyway, okay, so let's move on to better things.
So can we move on to right after the doctor's appointment?
Yeah.
Felt a little better. I felt
Yeah.
a lot better. Like it was
Yeah.
a good release.
Also medication helps.
Yeah, that too. And I
I'm very
needed to,
medicated, by the way, guys.
we needed to get a part for, and I called Napa today, and the only one they can get is $400. So we're going to be light.
Oh no.
So I was stopping. So we ended up. I was trying to stop to find a part for Craig's truck, and he.
Wanda. Thank you so much.
And we just got a Harbor Freight. I love Harbor Freight.
I've never been there.
It's a great store, especially for people that like, if you're not a like a construction worker or somebody that's doing it every day, they're affordable, and it's
good for household too.
Yeah,
tools.
it's got it's just I love tools. I love those types of stores. I love Harbor Freight. So we got a Harbor Freight finally. I've gone there multiple times, obviously, but she hasn't been in yet, and it's right next to the
auto place. She had to go to the auto place. So I sat in the car. She went and ran into the auto place really quickly.
And then on my way out, I was like, "You want a Harbor Freight?" So we went in, right? And it was nice. Went in, got a few things. I remember them having dowels, so that's really mind baffling to me. I don't know why. I don't know what hardware store I was in then that looked so similar. Anywho, I get up to the cash register. Oh, thank you, Paula.
Thank you, Paula. Good to yawn and thank you at the same time.
Nice. I get up to the cash register. We're just getting a couple of things, and the cashier is like, "Are you the lady that gave me a small glow-in-the-dark duck?"
I swear.
And I was like, "Yeah, that would be me." And she was like, "Oh man!" And like at this point now, the store manager and somebody else had come up, and they're like, she was like, "Oh man, I had forgotten it on the register," and then. The next day I came in and someone had moved it to the time clock. So it was like a joke on the time clock for a while, but it finally fell off and it broke its head. Like the head fell off of it. So I was like, "Oh, I'll bring you some more," because now Anastasia is who I know did it, gifted me a bunch of.
Yeah, that was so clever.
I wish I had more in my pocket that day. I didn't, because we weren't planning on stopping.
Yeah,
I didn't have my pocketbook with me, but by pocketbook I mean my cleaver, my giant cleaver bag. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring them, just randomly stop in and just like be like, "Hey, here's a little bag of miniature things for your shop." But yeah, Harbor Freight.
No, I giggled thinking, if it wasn't her that gave her the little glow-in-the-dark duck, to have said that to someone, say, "Were you the person that gave me the little glow-in-the-dark duck?" and that not be the person, how that person would be like, "What are you talking about?" I just pulled out. I had a sliver. I've had a piece of metal stuck in my hand for about a week now.
It
just came out. Yeah, so that's a good thing.
I know, Brad. I know.
Hi, Brad.
I'm ashamed that I didn't have ducks in my bag.
Yeah. Well, she was more focused. Hi, Karen. She was more focused on trying to get me to get to the doctor's.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you this part. I was watching a true crime docuseries, and was about, no lie, 52 seconds from them announcing the verdict when you came over, and I paused it. So I spent the entire day not knowing.
Oh wow! You didn't even tell me that.
When I
Kristen,
you should feel bad. When I came back, I pressed play on it, so I didn't know how far away the verdict was. I pressed play, and the TV just goes. And then the jury came out, and the verdict was.
Oh, how funny! Was he guilty?
Yeah,
I thought so.
Yeah, guilty, and
oh, he got that penalty.
Yeah. I didn't look through to see the future of that.
I don't think that actually came to fruition.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah. Anywho, yeah. So it was just moments.
It's a famous case.
Yeah, I like to watch things like I like to watch shows that you can just listen to, because I watch them while I'm like doing things around the house. If I put music on to try to get chores done, I will hyper focus on music and be like, "Remember that band from when I was this time?" And like, I'll just hyper focus, and I'll end up in a tunnel of music. And yeah, so yeah, how dare you help my mother instead of putting ducks in your pocket?
Shame on me. I know, she had a whole messed up day.
All right, so we have a guest in the house.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure. We didn't test any of how it's going to volume and all that. So I'm going to say,
yeah,
I need another
fun
table.
stuff.
I have too many things over here. Why do I have so many
You got a
things?
big table. Well, I'm using some of the space. I might. Do you want me to stay or?
Well, if you want to hang out for a little bit, at least.
I can hang out for a little bit. Yeah, then I'll go.
Okay.
Somebody super special's in the house, in the basement. We locked her in the basement. She's locked in the basement.
I need my fan. That's my hand.
We'll do it for you.
Hello.
Oh, Frizzy. Hello, you smiley ladies in the house too.
How's
Is
it
this
going? Good to see
It's
you.
great. Can you hear us?
I
Is
can
it
hear
echoing
you.
there?
Am I really loud? Let me
Us,
know.
in the chat? Yeah, in the chat. How's the volume?
Yeah, was
Good
it
to
not
see you,
echoing? Because it's, yeah, maybe it's fine.
It
Okay.
sounds good to me. That you
I
love the hand
dancing.
fan. We'll just do sound effects.
Yeah.
I remember that one time that I just wrote fan on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So are you on a phone or a laptop?
I'm on my laptop.
Okay, so yeah, we just need to do two laptops maybe.
Well, we tried that.
I don't know,
Yeah.
it's so weird. Okay.
Yeah. We tried that before.
Hey,
I
did we,
don't
did
know.
we
We've
solve
had
the
such-
mystery, the audio mystery?
Yeah, the technical audio stuff is craziness.
It just doesn't
Absolutely.
like our
And
two
it's good.
laptops
Okay, Kathy,
together.
thank you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Oh, Tammy. Tammy's Crochet is in the house. Hello. Welcome in. Apologize for my attire. I'm just not feeling well today.
No need to apologize.
Nice.
We all look different every day.
Yeah. I'm still beautiful from the inside.
Well, it's like they said,
And
it's like every
outside.
day your best is different.
Yeah. Thank you.
Every day your best is different. That's
Yeah.
important.
And I'm doing my best right now.
And this is great.
Yeah.
Your best for me would have been if you just got up and were
Yeah.
okay. You getting up, being okay, and making it over here today. Super
And
proud.
chatting.
Super proud.
Yeah. I'm proud of me too. And I could be proud of me.
You should be.
So-
I'm proud of you
Missy's got a
too.
grandchild.
From the other end of the country.
I know.
Everybody's saying
But yeah,
hi,
so,
guys.
I just wanted a IVB. She had gone to Harbor Freight and she had no makeup on, thinking no one would know who I am and see me in 8 in the morning. Wrong. 5 people knew. That's the worst. When you hop in someplace and you're like, oh, no one's gonna know who I am, and you're like, I'll just run in really quick with my jammies and slippers on, and then like an ex-boyfriend or something shows up.
That would be the
horrible.
one time, right? Somebody will
Exactly.
recognize you. Yeah.
The one person you really don't want to see would be there. Yeah. Hi, Desi.
Oh my God.
I think I said hi to Janice.
The one thing about working at this shop in our town is that you know everyone.
Yeah.
I go into Wegmans, it's like all the cashiers, our customers, like everywhere I go, it's like, oh, yep, and then like some of them I don't mind, but some of them like start talking to me and they'll be like, oh, like you have like this and this and this at the shop. It's like, I'm not working. Don't ask me questions about my job right now. I'm getting groceries. Like I'm getting groceries.
I'm off the clock. Come on.
Exactly.
I know usually I don't get this up here in Washington because I'm not from Washington originally, but when I was back in the Bay Area, I would always hope not to see people from high school and middle school and whatever, because I am terrible with names and I wouldn't remember their name. I would be that person and I'd be like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. But I think everybody knows that. So I always called everybody Hun.
There you go.
Yeah, hi, Hun. Oh, it's good to see you, Hun. Everybody was Hun. Hi, Rudy.
Hi, Rudy. 4:31 here, Rudy.
Yep, 4:31.
I'm with you, Rudy. It's 1:30 for me. 1:30 p.m.
That's right.
Time is so wild. It really is.
Yeah.
That like we're both on the same live and it's completely different times.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. Wow, woman in Harbor Freight.
I know, right? This one, she loves tools and she's more Harbor Freight.
I have a gadget, obviously, right in my side drawer, easy enough to be able to bring out without knowing that we were going to fully talk about this. But I also I am this.
Yeah.
When I used to work at Home Depot, it was like a fun game where sometimes they just give me a handful of bolts and things, and to be like, all right, what are they? I'd be like, oh, this is like, this one looks, this one might be, the difference between metric and standard is sometimes hard to tell with thread counts, but I'd at least be able to know it was like an M12 or like half inch or whatever. But they would do that game with me, and then they would do in the morning meetings, like sometimes the manager would just be like, all right, we have these returns. They called me Amanda, not Rusty. I was Amanda at that job. Or Bolt. I was Bolt Girl. I forgot I had Bolt Girl.
Oh, that's right.
I was Bolt Girl.
Yeah.
But they'd be like, all right, this item, and I'd be like, down aisle 13, maybe bay 12, about here. Like I knew the store like the back of my hand.
Look at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, no, actually. And the only female that I knew that had a pocketbook that had tools in it, but no makeup.
Still does.
Yeah.
I still have tools in my
pocketbook. She literally carries tools in her pocketbook.
And tiny ducks.
And little glow-in-the-dark ducks that she hands out randomly to people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to Anna Banana. Yeah, there you go. I love the little chicken thing you sent me, girl. It's so
good.
So adorable. I don't know how you did it. I was watching you on your live the other day with the crocheting with the tiny hook. I think those days are over for me. With that tiny, those are, is that adorable? So cute. Little tiny hook. We use those hooks for dreadlocks. That's the only thing
I was gonna say that would be an earring.
Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna make earrings.
Oh, you should. Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, definitely make earrings out of those. Those would be adorable. And now can you put your hand through that? Is it a hole going through it?
It is. He can bite onto my finger.
What I was going to say is if you close the bottom of that and have that as an earring, you could actually stash something in it.
Oh, well, the bottom is closed.
See? Okay, so you could put
so I can put tiny ducks in that.
You could put little ducks in the earrings.
Let's try it, shall we?
I might need one of those.
This looks
nice. A little duck in the earrings. What do you think, guys? That works?
Take this.
It works.
Yeah, your bad ears wiggle, Sally says, yeah.
Could put like something.
I know, I love these. I gotta get more things.
And then this one, I forgot I was doing top stitching when I did the eyeballs on the purple one, but when I got to the pink, I don't know what I was thinking. I was just going through the whole head. So you can see, it almost looks like a white tooth in there, but you can see some of the knotting. So I'm like, do I put it in her mouth just to cover it? I don't know. But
it looks like a little tooth.
It does look like a little tooth or a tonsil.
It totally looks like a tooth. Dee wants a pair, she said.
Those are adorable. Karen, thank you so much. It's so appreciated.
I'll have to send you more tiny ducks so you can send out the pairs with tiny ducks in them.
Yeah.
That's right. Each one comes with its own duck.
Yeah. Secret stash.
Duck in.
I don't know how much cash you could fit in there, though. I don't think it's going to fit much. Maybe a penny. Marie's saying you put some cash stash.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking like if you had, if you had something you might need later, like, I mean, if you end up having to take some sort of tummy relief, something you could.
That's what I was going to say. And no one would be bought if you
Tums.
Yeah, Tums in there.
Excuse me a second, just pour them out.
Yeah,
go.
Take it out and just put it back in.
They'd be
super random, but if you're someone that
thank you so much, Kendra.
If you're someone that uses Tums, please know there's a company called Wonderbelly. Yeah. They make the same exact thing, and it's not bad for you at all. Like it's
allegedly
allegedly not sponsored. It's a much better version of an antacid. It's called Wonderbelly.
Wonderbelly. Yeah. And they taste good too.
They have better flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little more expensive, but if you do have to take, if you're taking one of those, I used to have to take antacids all the time. I finally hi DC, got it figured out.
But evened out. Hi, Arrow.
See you guys.
Hello.
Don't forget your thummies, guys. Much appreciated. Hi, Desi. I think I said hi to you, Desi.
Hey, check my notes.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't, if you're not subscribed to Frizzy, please do jump over there and show her some love because she's adorable. and super incredibly talented. I mean,
Yes.
you can maybe. I know you were just did an interview with Dee, but yeah, she writes books. She does everything. Name it, she does it.
Little this, little of that.
All that, yeah.
So I will say that there's a word of the day. I forgot to bring that up.
Oh, yes.
For those that don't know, we do a word of the day, and then once people finally start getting it and enough people are saying it, we're like, okay, yes, you're right, it is that. And the word of the day, actually, and this is not going to give you guys any bit of a hint at all, is my favorite sticker pack from Frizzy Stickers.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
It has to do with that.
So which sticker sheet is that the?
Yeah, it's just one word, so it's not the name of the sticker sheet. It's just what the sticker sheet represents.
Yeah.
It's also,
and I love
the one
that. I love the
gave
good
to
guesses.
Katie.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
the guesses. Yeah, it's what's represented on that sheet. And we'll give you other clues, but yeah, just write down words. This is great for comment generating and it helps the channel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like we
Right.
say, on any channel, anytime someone's live, commenting
Yeah.
is wonderful, especially like asking questions, which is really the reason Frizzy is on, is because I didn't know if this beautiful human was going to be next to me today.
Yeah.
And they reached out to see if they can help.
Thank you, Frizzy.
And I was like, you know what? If I look like I'm panicked and solo on the live, can you just like ask me questions? I'm like, if you want to come on the live, and here we are. So it worked out well. But yeah, that's what you just comment on the live, anything like that.
Yeah,
that is really good for the channel.
Generate, and the thumbs, they do help to generate. It helps push it through the YouTube streets. Allegedly.
And those of us that have any kind of anxiety, if the chat goes quiet, that for me anyways, that's the worst feeling, is when the chat's not moving and I'm like, oh my God, nobody wants to talk to me. What am I doing here?
Yeah. Or so, a lot of us.
Yeah.
But a lot of us also too are lurking, so we're crocheting, so our fingers are busy and we're listening to what's going on. And some people will read the chat as they go too, so that someone like myself, if I'm, not paying attention and reading the chat, I'm crocheting or whatever. It's nice to have someone like highlight and kind of repeat what people are saying, which is nice.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, a silent chat is tough. Yeah. It's like being a comedian and everybody in this audience is quiet. Yeah. It's nightmare.
Like, oh, anyway.
Well, if you need some ideas for other adorable stickers to put adorable faces on, some of these coming through. Ooh, aliens, they might be in there.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at mugs, so I was like, wait, I can make a sticker sheet mug. Like, we'll put a crow on there. We've got
what? Chickens.
No, the things people are saying in the chat.
Crickets. Yeah, monsters. You're all coming up with good things that you cryptids. Yeah, Sam. I mean,
some of my favorite things.
Yeah,
these are a few of my not gonna sing. Don't sing that song. It's a copyright.
Actually, that
or
was
maybe it's not.
That actually was the solo that I did in grammar school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I soloed that in grammar school when I actually sang for a moment. Wow. First soprano.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
Oh, planets. They live there as well.
Okay. So aliens and planets might live in that area.
Yep, that one. But look at those little faces. Yeah, so that's my favorite sheet. I mean, it was hard to pick. The brooms, I love so much, so many of them.
Frizzy makes these, by the way.
Still, I don't think someone's actually said the word though, which is
yeah. Where are the planets?
Where are they living?
What is that place called?
Is it what Jen
said? The solar system. Oh, I got one. The solar system lives there too.
Someone got it. A couple people got it. Okay. Yep, we're getting more people that are. Yep.
Galaxy.
Yep. Keep it coming.
Universe. Forest, Jen. I don't think planets in the forest. What?
You could be in the forest and look at them. So I guess
that's true. Yes, that's true. Yes, that's thinking outside the box. I look at.
Yeah, so it's space. Enough people are getting at this point. So make sure if you haven't written space yet, write it. But yeah, this word of the day is like a nice,
Yeah.
and it's a nice way to get like good
Generation
comment generation.
and
So
to-
feel free to use it if you guys have channels.
Absolutely, because it was nice too, because when you're watching, like for me, I type really slowly, so something will be being said in the chat and I'm typing on my phone, and by the time I have it figured out with all the typos corrected, they're already 5 minutes gone from the conversation, so I don't send it, and then hello Rita Pacheco's, and hello softball Susie, how are you, darling? Good to see you. But so this is fun because at any time you can be a part of the chat.
Yeah.
And I think it's fun for people to be able to do that. Hello, Gail. It's good to see you.
But truly, I do not mind anyone taking our word of the day concept and using this to generate. If you do lives, you understand what it's like to be like, and then there's nothing coming up. It's like, freeze? Did I freeze?
It pretty much feels like you're giving you're giving a presentation in front of a bunch of people and you lose the whole speech in your head. That's how it feels.
And you know what's funny? I'm actually, as long as you don't make me read something I've never read before, I'll panic. But if you tell me to talk about like pulley systems or something I'm interested in, or you give me a topic to research, and then you put me on a stage in front of physical people, I'm actually really good at public speaking.
I used to be pretty good at that too,
I aced my public speaking class. Even the one where you're supposed to explain something, and I explained how a turbo works on a car. And the teacher said, I still don't understand what a turbo is or how it works on a car, but you sounded like you knew what you were talking about. So I still got an A, even though I didn't technically complete the task because she didn't understand. But
I wish more teachers were like
in front
that.
of the people is different. But in front of a blank chat, it feels like I'm in front of an audience of people and everyone just got up and walked out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh no, what do I do now?
Or they're all sleeping. But
Did you ever play like Singing Revolution? What was it? Singing Revolution? There was like Dance it was these games where you would sing a song and then, it would carry you. It would see where your pitch was. And if your pitch was
Guitar
off,
Hero.
Guitar Hero.
Digital audience.
The Guitar Hero had the digital audience. So we used to get that.
Yes. Oh
Love that game.
I was not good at the drums, so I couldn't do the drum part and the foot part at the same time. So back when Tony and I were living together, I remember one time we were playing and I was playing the drums, you were playing the guitar, and he was just playing the foot pedal of my drums because I couldn't handle doing them both.
The drums were always my favorite. I loved playing the drums. But yeah, if you got anything but easy level, like if you went any higher than that, I couldn't keep the foot like that. If it was just the hands, I'd be fine. But the foot is what gets me every time. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think I ever really was able to do the drums so much, but the guitar I loved. Any of you guys ever played that? The guitar, I was a Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero. That was.
Or do any of you play actual instruments?
Or real instruments? Do we have any musicians in the house? That I would love to know. Because actually her better half that lives in this house just started replaying something that he hasn't played in a while, and I'm super excited about
the bagpipes. Yeah, you can be super excited about it. You don't live here.
He can come over my house and play them all the time.
He's not good yet. He's getting back into it.
That's
the rough part outside your house, Mama G. You'll hear the bagpipes from afar.
Yeah,
I can play a sound through a didgeridoo, but I was never able to master the circular breathing you need to do to continue that. But I also have like lungs too big for my chest that don't function properly. So I'm really good at like the triangle.
Jeanette taught herself to play the guitar.
Cowbell. I could do that one too.
Wow, look at
I can play piano, but I haven't played in a while, and it's not like riding a bike. So the minute you get back, you really suck at it. You have to figure it out again.
Yeah, you have to learn all over again. Yeah.
If you want to come on the laps, you got to show everyone how beautiful.
Sally plays banjo. That's what her other half's nickname is, Banjo, because he plays the banjo.
Yeah. The banjo he can take out any time. I love the banjo.
I love when he does a little, for me, he did, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
I doubt you're watching,
frightening.
Craig, but if you are, I don't mind you playing the bagpipes, even if it's loud or obnoxious.
We've got Polly wanting to be a
2
part
o'clock
of
in the
this.
morning.
Yeah.
No, that's me dancing in the kitchen with. That's me dancing in the kitchen with headphones on, trying to step softly so I don't wake him up.
Yeah.
Except for you have headphones on, so you can't hear how loud you are.
Oh yeah, that's stomping.
So I do want to say for the chat, besides writing the word space, because that's the word of the day that we figured out. So you could be entered into for that 10 entries. Also write the word drop to drop your channel and pick one another up. This is where we like to communicate with one another and support one another. And like I say, and I always give credit to Kevin from Tuber Chat for this. When you do subscribe to a new channel, please go over there, watch at least 3 to 5 minutes of a video, leave a meaningful comment. And that is from Kevin from Tuber Chat. And that will help it stick, and it's just a nice way to do it. So just want to throw that little thing out there. Public service announcement number 2.
This is also nice to know that this means we can do a phone live upright.
Oh yeah, that's true. I got Polly on my lap,
even with
Amy
with 2 animals between us.
2 animals.
If you need me to move one,
no, they're very calming. I'm not mad at this at all.
There's just okay. Just hold on a second.
Yeah, I've got Polly here.
The dog knows.
The dog under my arm and Polly on my lap. She just curled, her little head is down.
Like the little nose here just poking out from under her arm.
Just a nose. He has to
They're
breathe.
I think that they like my other cats are even climbing on me and stuff. I think they do pick up the vibe when you're not feeling well, you know. They just want to try to do their best to help. It's nice.
Hams, I mean cats. What was that cat's? Okay, so there was some elderly home. I think it might have even been a hospice.
Oh.
And they had a house cat, and found out that it was like a predictor of the end of time. So the cat would go into the room of someone that was like, okay. Yeah. So as sad as that sounds, what the people there did was when the cat spent a lot of time with one of the residents, they would reach out to the family and be like, hey,
yeah, might want to come down.
Get here.
Wow.
It's time. And and it was always like a week or so. And then it was sometimes there was more than one, but I forget what hospital that was at.
Yeah, you could Google that; it'll come up, and they do know when
animals
my mother.
Well, that's how you can train them to be service animals.
Yeah, and they pick up on like dogs, especially pick up on you know, if you're gonna have a seizure and things like that. Hello, JB. Crochet. Hello, Amber. See you there. Thank you, Zoila. Zoila just drops Tuber Chat's channel. Please go over there if you do. He's a great place to connect with other, like Morgan, King Morgan that's in here. That's where I met King Morgan and a few other people. So it's a great place to meet and pick up one another's channels. So definitely check out Kevin at Tuber Chat. He's awesome. I've been following him for probably 4 years now, almost 4 years now. But animals can pick up that stuff. When my mother was in her last days, one of her dogs never left her side, like just stayed with her unless he had to go up to the bathroom and get something to drink or eat or something. But they pick that up. Thank you again, Stella's mom. I'm saying Sally's mom. Stella's mom. Hello, Michelle Romano. It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm here. You guys are making me feel better. I mean, I struggle all day. I'm like, I don't know, I want to be able to go there. A lot of it's the stomach and the neck causes, you know, anything that happens to your body that is reminiscent of what an attack feels like, that will exasperate it and maybe sometimes cause the attack. So my stomach being upset, I don't know if the stomach's upset making it or the feeling is making it upset. Shelly McGoey.
I just brought another one in the can because I'm going through these so much.
Yeah, you might as well.
But here, Wegman seltzers.
Yeah, Wegmans is
one of my favorites.
They're not around everywhere, but it originated in hello, Jessica. It originated in Rochester, New York. And they're now, I think they're in like Virginia, the state of Virginia.
Oh yeah, they've been pretty far south.
Yeah, they're working around. And if you ever get a Wegmans or are visiting someplace that has a Wegmans, highly recommend you go into their grocery store.
It reminds me of like Trader Joe's meets Stu Leonard's, if anyone knows those places.
Stu Leonard's, and that's another one I think that's just more Eastern local. I think Stu Leonard's is local.
Yeah, you don't have a Stu Leonard's or anything like that.
Never
right?
heard of Stu Leonard's. No, we have a Trader Joe's, quite a few actually.
Trader Joe's, but Stu Leonard's is literally a farm, and you go in and you could watch. They have glass where you could watch the milk being produced in the machines, and they have a petting zoo there. They make ice cream. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm envisioning a cow like getting milked. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think they've done that.
It's all automated. Like a Krispy Kreme, like the donuts, you know. It's like,
exactly.
Okay, look at the whole process, guys.
They show you the milk. They show the milk production. Watch the milk production, and the ice cream parlor was right there. So it was a fun experience as a kid. Yeah.
I'm not a big donut person, but
Wegmans is in Brockman. Yeah, Wegmans, isn't it great, Kathy?
I remember when Krispy Kreme did that thing where if the light was on, you can get a free donut.
Oh, I thought it was
fresh free donut.
Fresh. That's what that meant.
Oh yeah, I mean, I got a free donut. I don't know if that's somebody told me that if the light was on, you get a free donut, and I went in there and I got a free donut because the light was on. But yeah, I don't eat donuts often, but it was actually kind of cool to watch it. I mean, I like watching anything getting made. Yeah. I got to go to the Maker's Mart distillery and watch the people hand dipping the tops of those bottles, and whether or not you approve of alcohol aside, it's cool. That process was like a ballet. Like it was 4 people standing in line, and like this one's grabbing this bottle and dipping it, and then grabbing this bottle and then flipping it and dipping this one upside down. And it was just their hands were crossing over each other. And what was cool about that building and how the employment worked there is everyone knew how to do every job, and they switched every 2 weeks.
Oh, how nice. Everybody's a general.
So somebody for 2 weeks everyone for 2 weeks was sweeping the floors. Everyone for 2 weeks was dipping the bottle.
It's nice to change it up.
Right. It was a very cool place.
Mary, I didn't mail out your box yet because I actually forgot because it was upstairs. So I'll get that the next trip I can get to the post office.
If she forgets your boxes upstairs when she's labeling things, you got to wait. That's just part of the process.
Yeah, no, the box was upstairs. It's a heavy box. I don't know. I got to put that on the scale and see if I could read the scale while it's on the scale. I had to do it sideways. It's a big box, but I'll get it out to you. I didn't forget. I did forget, but I literally did forget.
I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm weighing things, if it's a big box, I can't see because I have a little scale. I can't even see it, and then it won't work for me, right? So I have to weigh myself, and then I have to hold the package and then hold it.
Well, this has a little the weighing thing is the cord goes, and then it tells you what the weight is. So I'm hoping that I could stick it in a manner where the cord will be far enough away from the scale to be able to weigh that box, because it's a heavy box.
There should be some remote freezer that freezes the weight if it's on a little tiny one.
Yeah, like press it. Yeah, put it on there and then press the button. It's very true. That would make it a lot easier.
Oh, thank you, Sally.
I missed some comments. I was zoned out from not looking at the comments. I was looking at Frizzy.
Looking at Frizzy.
This is exciting because this is technically, we've had guests on the channel in person. Mm-hmm. This is our very first external guest.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you guys will both have to be coming on my side next time. Absolutely. For sure.
Absolutely.
I'll grill you with questions about your awesomeness.
I'm totally down. I love
and ginger sounds good, Missy. I love both of those. One of the best wines I ever drank back when I ever drank was an English Perry wine. And it was only distributed by one distributor in the United States. And they stopped doing it. And I was so upset. Back when I was married to her dad. And I was like, oh, man. And then your grandfather went to England. I'm like, if you can get this wine, bring it back. And I was like, it was such a beautiful tasting wine. English Perry wine. So if anybody's in England, and you see that on the shelves, let me know. Well, I haven't drank in a long time, but I will make an exception for that.
Mhm.
I am surrounded by animals.
11 rows.
All right.
Babies. 11 rows of a rainbow color and gigabyte blanket. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I love those gigabyte blankets. Those
I
are
am-
very cool looking.
Send a photo, man. I would love to see a picture of that. Amber,
I
that
bought
would
the
be
yarn to make
gorgeous.
that because I love it, and I don't know how to Tunisian yet, but I'm gonna have Michael show me in his video and do the gigabyte in like retro 80s colors. That's my plan.
Yeah, that's what she has. A lot of retro 80s. Yeah, I'm gonna do a retro 80s curtain over here. And I know how, hello, Valley of the Dawns. I know how to Tunisian crochet, not to any level. I know the technique of it. I have Tunisian crocheted the strawberries, but that's the extent of what I've done. But I have to find them. But
This is my favorite retro color
Yeah.
painting. My best friend was making paintings when they were at my house, and I was like, if you don't sell this one, I'll take it. Like, I'll buy it for me, but try to sell it first, make money, because you'll charge me less than you charge someone else. And she always leaves super early in the morning. So whenever she visits, so she just came into my room, said bye, and left. And I woke up and it was sitting on the counter for me.
Yeah, that's the retro colors. That's the colors I'm going to do a curtain to match, and then I put a little green in there, so it goes. Yeah. Yarn basket. Hello, Rebecca. You almost forgot. That's okay. We're still here. I'm still here.
Yeah, you're still here.
I'm still here.
I'm proud of you.
Wow.
Super proud daughter moment.
Yeah, I'm feeling way better than I felt all day. So this is great.
It's a wonderful community. You guys are a healing group of people.
Yes.
And we love and appreciate all of you.
Absolutely.
And that's why we keep coming back.
Yeah. I struggle to get over here.
People here from my side. I'm like, come on, you can do it.
Yep. No, we can do it. Plugging along, picking away at it. I would say pick away at it, pick away at it. Whatever you got to do, just pick away at it.
Yeah.
Get her done.
I saw I'm like watching your count because I'm trying. We got to get them to 4K. So I was like, okay, it was like 3.83. Okay.
Oh, we are there. Okay, bro. Yeah. Try to get us to 4. That'd be great. Yeah.
And we still are. I think everyone here knows it already, but I'll go over real quick just in case. We're doing a 4K by 4 year program. She signs it
I don't know. I can't even sign it.
Well, you can pretend no one knows. No, they might. We really are the hosts from Wipeout. We really are.
Oh my gosh.
Too. We're both of those. We're a mix of those.
Yeah, if you need a good laugh, just watch Wipeout. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It'll be like and then laughter.
Oh yeah, it show's amazing. So 4K by 4 years. And I'm just doing a Y.
Yeah.
If you get anyone to come to our channel,
yes,
subscribe and say, hi, I'm new and such, and use your YouTube handle, sent me, you will get entered into a special, which I think we have 9 people in and 13 entries because a couple of people have more than one entry.
Yeah.
So there's still a good chance to win. If we can get to 4K, we're going to make a really cool package because 444s are my numbers. Those are like, I see them all the time.
Yeah, no, and it's nice. I mean, it doesn't really, your subscriber rate used to mean something. Now it doesn't really so much. It's more engagement.
But it means something.
But it is fun. It's like having exact change in the grocery line.
Or like pumping gas.
And getting it on the dollar. Yeah, getting the zeros, So it's that kind of a OCD satisfaction thing. So so we've done this every year, try to get to 1K at 1 year, 2K, blah, blah, blah. And we did it last year, so we're hoping to do it again this year. What's Anna? Anna's being sassy.
I think you also said that the first person to do this gets 10 extra things.
Anna's always throwing something in there. A for effort, Anna. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call you, A for effort, Anna, now. He's always trying to, what's it, gaslight? Is that the word? Is that what you're doing to me?
Is that technically gaslighting? I don't fully know.
No, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the technical terminology would be for that.
Oh man.
Oh, and
Yep.
got something going on. Yeah, I can't. It's hard to read that. I have my phone here. Yep.
Oh, so speaking of Polly getting on her new chair, I had to move a chair for a little while. So I put a chair in our living room that's in an inconvenient spot, and Polly immediately sat on it and got mad when I moved it back. So now there's a chair inconveniently in the middle of my living room.
Because she wants to be there.
It's her chair.
Yeah, it is. And now it is, yeah.
And I definitely need to like redo the chairs because they're old chairs.
She's not here.
So I'm gonna have to like redo one and then swap it out and then redo the rest of them. So there's always a chair in that spot.
Like reupholster them, or
and
yes, that's the word.
And she's giving the sassiest face right now to her mom for talking about her.
Don't talk about my chair.
Oh yeah, no, we're getting.
She speaks full English. It's weird. It's weird to have a cat that knows everything.
And I was going to photograph her, so she.
Yeah, she won't look. She was not gonna look at you now. And if she does, it's gonna be mean.
It's not as mean as was.
Oh,
awesome. It's not. This is not the mean face as it was. Actually, she's just kind of looking at me, but the other one was just one of those faces. Yeah, she's a riot.
So I have a question. Anybody that has had or currently has a cat that they had for a long time and it's gotten to an elderly age, did they get more vocal? Because Polly's whole personality is, I know, I love you, Polly. Her whole personality has changed. She jumps on counters now. We always had a little bowl of compost that we kept next to the sink until we got rid of our compost. And I walked into her like eating it the other day. So now like the compost has to be outside. Like her whole personality has changed.
Yeah, and she's going on items that she's not supposed to. Yeah.
So Craig, anyone that doesn't know, is a tattoo artist. And because of Polly, he's been asking anyone that has an older cat if they do get more vocal in their older age.
And change their personalities.
They all say yes. So yeah, apparently that's a thing.
It's like turned into a dog.
I just know Merlin talks to me all the time, and he tries to wake me up at 3:00 in the morning. And if I don't listen, he'll start nibbling on my arm. I'm like, go away.
I'm not up yet. I say a lot to the cat in the morning. Like, I'm not up yet. Or I'm not up yet. I'm just going to the bathroom. This is not the feeding time. I'm just going to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, mine. Yeah, as soon as I move her my dog Scruffy. As soon as I move in the morning, she's right there with the ball. We're throwing the ball. We're throwing the ball. Throw the ball.
That's all Scruffy knows.
She's just hyper focused on ball. Then I go downstairs for feeding. She don't even care about her food. Throw the ball, kick the ball, throw the ball. Where's the ball? She's got balls all over the place, and she brings them outside. Doesn't bring them back in. It's all day.
Oh my gosh. Is she young or she's old?
She's only 7. Yeah, she's 7 years old. What is that?
I'm not a cat, but getting older, I get more vocal.
Oh, Ivy is vocal. Yeah, I love you, Ivy. I do love Ivy. Ivy's another one that's incredibly talented. She does all kinds of different things.
We found a wonderful,
a lot of, yeah, we really do a very talented community. Be cool if we all made stuff and then opened up one store.
Gosh, that would be
I don't
cool.
know where that came from. Yeah, just had one big store with all our stuff.
Sometimes the best ones. So.
Yeah. We'd be buying from each other. We wouldn't even have to sell it to the public.
Exactly. I know this morning, Kim at Fortunate Creations was talking about if there was a way we could all host, like, you know, when you go to a craft fair and everybody has a booth, we somehow live are able to have a booth at our station and we can all just buy from each other. I don't know how that works, but
that probably could actually. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Now my Pinko Pal.
We'll add that to our other idea to think about.
Yeah. Yeah. All the thoughts and ideas.
You just adopted 2 kitties yesterday and haven't seen them all day. They're finding
Well,
good
give
hiding
them a
spots.
couple weeks. Yeah, see,
New cats
takes a while.
tend to be very, very shy.
Okay, Diane.
Yeah, new cats tend to be very shy. They tend to hide away, and they tend to take a while before they're going to warm up to you.
Yeah, just keep
Unless
putting
it's
food
Polly
out.
with me, because
Yeah.
she
Oh,
was
yeah, warm to you
my cat.
immediately.
I swear it's happening in another cat form.
Yeah, but kittens, just put the food out. Like if they're hiding under furniture, put the food out a little bit outside of the furniture. The less aggressive you are, the
Right,
quicker I think that they will come out, because anything you do, hi Zach, and yeah, it's just give them time. It's a whole new environment.
So speaking of new environments and things being nerve-wracking, Brad, yes, it is nerve-wracking to be on a live. I appreciate you. Thank you for hopping on the live. I know the community appreciates you, but my favorite part is when I can feel your anxiety sitting next to me on the camera. And I was like, well, I'm more than happy to have you stay, which I would have been more than happy to have you stay the whole live. But if you want to go, and before I can finish the sentence, you're like, right.
I know. You almost knocked me over.
But I truly do. I appreciate and love you. Thank you so much for that. It was wonderful. I'm visiting again soon.
Yeah, no, it was good. I brought your hat and other mitten over, so I forgot Brad's. I wasn't feeling well the day he left, so I have half of his stuff. We'll mail it or come get it, or we'll drop it off.
Something will happen.
Somehow we'll get it to you. It'll happen. It'll happen.
I really do have to buy more headbands.
I've got the headband things. We just got to make them.
Yeah, he just poofed right out.
He poofed out. Yep.
No, it's interesting because, like, in the beginning, like I'll never forget our first few lives. Like, we would, for like 2 hours before the live, be like worried and like, what are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna do? This and that.
Now we don't even.
But now there's times where it's like even today, like I was like,
you didn't even know I was going to be here till
I was like
10 minutes. I got like, here. Like, all right, let's give it
3
a
something. I don't know if I'm solo. I don't know. I know Frizzy's coming on. Like, whatever.
It does work
got
out.
A blanket.
And the key thing is that you guys in the chat are just so supportive and wonderful, that you're friends. And like what we say, you're hanging out with us in the living room. You know,
I need to write that down, so I'm putting
pretty
it for
much what it's like. You guys are just hanging out with us in our living room. You know, so it's nice.
I also like when you say, I didn't have anything planned. I got nothing planned.
We don't. I mean, we don't have anything planned. I walked over here not even knowing if I was going to be able to be on actual camera. Yeah. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get down the street. So, you know, worked out. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, I did make it here, and I'm doing the best I've felt since this whole thing started. You know, let's hope I can sustain this when I get home, but probably the drive home, I'll start freaking out again. Who knows? It is what it is. It's, you know,
it is what it is, and I'll make it through it.
Zach, are you working? I'm just curious. Zach usually works on Saturdays, so just curious.
Donine, is that because I shared that one and then you found it? Because that one was the one I was working with too. The Bernat Sport Ombre Twist. It's really nice. I was trying to see if I had it nearby, but I used it to make this half of a mini hexi wrap cardie.
Oh, it's so cute. I made a hexi cardie for the Mars doll.
Oh, nice.
I made one half of it black and one half of it pink.
Nice.
Yeah. And if it's cute, it looks good on it. Yeah, I can't wait. I got the dolls. Paula sent the dolls, and I can't wait to give them to. We have to fight over the clothes. No, I'm joking. I'll make my own clothes. I'll give him all the clothes.
Was there a video? Did you guys do a video about like showing the different clothes that were sent in?
I know Diana D, and also Paula dropped photos on the community posts, so you could check them there. And I sent a couple pictures in with them in there out with the dolls, because there's 2 dolls. One's mine, one's Mars. What? Oh
my gosh.
The lip.
Oh my gosh.
Loves the grandma.
The lip right there. Like you see the lip folds.
Oh, that looked like his paw at first. That's his lips.
Oh, you are. His lips. That's nice of Zach to sneak in here while he's at work. I just think that's nice. Appreciate it. Deborah.
I might have gone back to Joanne's today too.
I wasn't going to blow
called
up
you
your
out.
spot, but I
She
did
blew
tell
you out.
I
Yeah.
did tell Mug right
I
before.
can't believe it. I've been wanting to go, and then last week I was like, you know,
Let me know what you need. I shot for Lana while I was there.
Oh, did you? Well, they don't really have much, right? Because it's an hour drive to get there from here, and I'm like, I'm gonna go there. It's gonna be all blanket yarn. I'm gonna feel compelled to buy it because it's on a great sale, but then I have to store it, and then do I need it?
Right.
You know, so I was like, I was actually being irrational, which is unusual. Don't need.
No, they had a decent amount, but it was kind of funny. Like I went and there were packs of 4 pens, right? Different colors, and normally $5.99. I think it was 70 or 80% off of those. And so I was like looking at the thing, trying to do the math. Like it's only $1.25 or whatever it was. So I grabbed 2 packs and left like the other 2, walked down the aisle, came back thinking I'm going to grab those other 2. That's a great deal for those pens. You know, they were gone. Like everything, people are buying multiple carts, you know, and it's crazy. But yeah, they have a lot at the big one by us. They have a lot of blanket yarn, but they also have a lot of like the value big twist of the colors still. And they have some of the colorways for that Bernat, not Bernat, the one that does the granny squares. I think it's Red Heart. There's a few colorways.
Red Heart, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's quite a bit of Red Heart as well, and there was a little bit of that.
Mary would just say
one
90% off in her store, and Kendra said hers is already closed because we have 3, but they're in different directions, so you can't go to one and then the other without being like a weekend thing. So I can go to one or the other, you know. But I'm like, just feel
I grabbed while I was there. They had only one. I've seen it the last like 3 times I've been there, and it was not in its wrapper. I think that's why people were like swayed against it. But it's a for cart. It's a wrap that goes like around it and has all these pockets. So it's kind of like that yarn bag that I got you, but it turns your cart into one. So I grabbed it because I think it was like
we used to
$5.
have those at the what do you call it? Used to have that kind of stuff that you put inside your cart.
Yeah, we're talking.
It's like an organizer. I think I have it.
Are we talking about the, not sure if it was you or someone else? It actually reminds me of a cross between Mama G's favorite yarn, Mandela tweed,
I love Mandela
stripe,
tweed.
And puzzle, but thinner. Is that the one we're talking about?
Oh, if that's a yarn, because that, oh my God, I would love that yarn. If that's, Mandela tweed stripe is my favorite.
But it's got a lot of pockets.
They have
it had this ripped off, so nobody was buying the poor thing. So I took it home.
Yeah, but who cares? You ripped that off anyway.
Oh, it's so weird how people don't buy things if the labels are ripped.
Yeah, I have to see
if
that's the case. I would.
Yeah, they're saying yes. I have 2 liquidation stores, 40 minutes one way.
Oh, wow.
And another 40 the opposite way.
Oh, I'd love that yarn if that's the case.
Oh, wait, that one was Diane Major. That was not okay. My brain.
Which yarn were you talking about?
Bubble yarn. It's the one that you mentioned because it's Donina saying I'm not sure if it's the same one or someone else. It's actually, it reminds me of the cross between, I love my favorite, all-time favorite is Mandela tweed stripes. All-time favorite. I just love the colorways they use and everything. But this one here is a little thinner than puzzle yarn, but similar to Mandela tweed stripes. That would be my new favorite yarn, basically.
You're talking about the Bernat one. Strawberry twist, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, I'd love, that must be it. Yeah, I would love to try that yarn then. Awesome.
Well,
and Dee's hanging with it. So
I might have bought some extra when there was some, so I can always send you some to try.
Okay, no, I would love to try that because, and it's Burnett, so that's going to still be available, right? That's not going to be gone.
It should
so
be.
I'd love to try it.
Hold up the. Okay. All right. Let me just dig a little bit. I think I put it somewhere nearby.
516 over here, Rudy.
516, Rudy. Where we are.
Anybody want to type their times? Feel free to type their times.
Yes.
What time is it in your place where you're living? Type your
Jessica.
times. Type your times. And also type space if you haven't yet.
Yeah, type the word space. We're going to be picking the word of the day in a second, and then we'll pick in-house giveaways. And it's good to see you, Dee. Get back to dyeing that yarn, girlfriend. Thank you, Paula.
There's a couple of the colorways.
Oh, those are pretty.
Aren't those nice?
Oh,
this is the one I was working with. But yeah. And they're big. They're big skeins of it. It's a 3-weight.
Twinkle Pal. Thank you, Stella's mom.
100% acrylic, and it has 1,011 yards in each one, which is quite a bit. So
a lot. So that's 1,000. 2 of those would make a really cool sweater.
Yeah.
Nice long sweater. Yes.
It came in another colorway that was, or at least the ones that I saw were like a black with gray and a cream tone swirled throughout. And then there was another one. I don't know if it's the same one, so I might have bought more of the same one, but I don't think it had all of the yellow, and it was more pink tones, just pink tones, and then the cream. So
speaking of pink tones, I gotta dye my hair. I just haven't done anything lately. I don't see it happening anytime soon, so we're just gonna.
I can dye your hair for you if you want to.
Yeah, maybe I'll have you do that. Maybe that'll be good. It'll take it. Yeah, something to take my mind off of life in general. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Anna Banana. Oh, you got the green one.
Dalmatians. I like that movie. It's a good one.
That was a cute movie.
Yeah, that is a cute movie.
I always think of that movie actually when I see people and their dogs, because in the very beginning when you see like the dogs and the people and the dogs look alike as they're walking along. So anytime I see like a dog and the person and I think they look alike, I think of that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, they do that in that movie, and then what was that other one? Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Oh man, what's the movie in Paul Rudd? He doesn't have any friends, and he's can't remember it. And he doesn't have any friends, and he's about to get like married to some chick, and she's like, "You don't have any groomsmen, any friends." Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a Muppet play at the end.
Oh, come on, folks! Is it anybody? This ring a bell?
Oh man, details. No, it's newer than Saving Sarah. What other details are this from this movie?
Right. Has no friends, getting married.
It's been so long since I've seen it. I can't. But at one point, they do joke about the fact that the people and the dogs look the same. That's the only reason. Yeah. So it's not. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Frizzy bees say 1013.
I said 1,013, but yeah, in my head, I wanted to say 1013 because that's really how I would have said it, but I was trying to be different. So you get it from both perspectives.
Thank you, Mimi. Hello, Mimi. Big blanket hug. Thank you, Missy.
You guys, I love you, community man?
I love you, man. Yes,
that's it.
Okay, I just looked up Paul Rudd Muppets.
Like, oh, okay. There you go. Googling it.
Write it down for a random Rusty.
You get a random Rusty reward for that one.
All right.
Yeah, I love you, man. Pinko Pal got it. Yep. And so did Jen's Hobby Nook. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Yeah, I love you, man. Yeah, now that you're saying it, yeah, hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Pinko Pal and Jen's Hobby Nook too.
Pinko Pal and Jen's Hobby Nook, yeah.
Pinko Pal and Jen's Hobby, you're also getting a random
Rusty reward.
There was a while that I didn't have like internet or cable, and I had a flip phone when everyone had smartphones. So I didn't have a lot of internet connection. I had a 13-inch TV that had a broken built-in DVD player with an external DVD player hooked up to it, and a stack full of DVDs. And one of them was that movie. So I watched it so many times for such a long period of time. I cannot believe I couldn't remember the name. But I can probably give you more detail. I'm just shocked I couldn't think of like any more details.
And also, too, I just want to point out that does that say 520 or something?
Oh yeah, we should probably
pick some people because we're doing a D raid. After here, we go to CD, We aren't in between the D's today because I don't know if you saw
Oh, okay. Two stories.
Granny D's post
Oh, I saw that.
why she wasn't on today. Yeah, so this is funny.
I always worry about doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So Granny D did a biff, and I'll tell you my biff after.
Yeah.
Accidentally took sleeping meds with the AM meds, and that doesn't tend to work out well.
Now you need to do a live in the afternoon now.
So I had a similar thing, and I bought antacid liquid. I forget what it's called. That like
Pepto?
blue bottle, right? Yeah. It wasn't Pepto, but it was like the name brand version of that, like blue bottle, right? And then I get home and I take it. And I'm reading the back. And I'm like, oh man, like it's talking about poop a lot. I bought a laxative.
She bought a laxative.
I was going to say, are you talking about like Phillips milk of magnesia kind of thing?
If I took the photo of the two of them next to each other on the shelf, they looked identical, but I literally thought I took an antacid thing and I took a laxative. And then like the next day at work, somebody was trying to call out and I was like, dude, I accidentally took a laxative last night, so you're not allowed to call out because you're tired.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh my God. Can you imagine that? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to mess things up, man. It's
good to me.
Yep.
So anywho, let's pick some winners.
Oh yeah, we do have to pick from last week's replay, which there was one other name on here, which was my sister's.
So Laura, if you're here,
Laura, we're sorry we deleted you because you're family. So
and we would have had 21, and then I couldn't use my dice.
Well, that's the really reason that we deleted you, because she wanted to use her dice, and that made us 21. So we figured,
And just to point out, this is the dice that if you nat 20, which is the best roll on the 20-sided dice, it's a cat face. If you crit fail, which is a number 1, it's a cat butt.
Cat butt. Cat butt.
And also, I always apologize for my disgusting nails and cuticles. I build things. 14.
14 is Mary Mayhane. Mary Mayhane. And I will send your box to you, girl. Don't worry. I will do it. Mary, you don't have to do anything. You know, this is 10 entries in the monthly appreciation. Cool. And did you want to do the quick
so we've
space?
I hope everyone's done space by now. And by done space, I don't mean doing anything weird to it. I just mean written it down.
Just write it down in the chat. That's all we ask.
Oh man. You can tell I'm a little bit drained.
Get slap happy.
I'm highly medicated.
She'll be here all night.
Like this all the time.
All right, here we go.
All right, the first 5 get 2 entries. You don't have to do anything.
I gotta share it. Hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't share it yet. It's already probably picked it, so the winner's gonna come up in a second.
Right, we'll see. Let's deal with it.
Woo! It's a bendy winner.
Guess who's bendiest?
Jen.
That was from Jen Bendy.
The next winner.
2 entries into the monthly appreciation is dun, 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 Susan. You got it. Congratulations.
Adorable cat.
I know, right? Cat is beautiful. I've always wanted an orange tabby. That's one cat I've never gotten.
I've never had it for a little bit.
Yeah, Jose. Jorge. Heidi. Heidi B. Congratulations, Heidi B. And the next winner for 2 entries is Goulet.
Not to be confused with Goulette, as I always say, because my brain's
Goulet. I just call it Goulet. It's Robert Goulet. And the 5th is Mary Mayhane. 6th winner. You get 10 entries into the monthly appreciation. Mars a Star Child. And actually, you didn't pick one for space. So you got to pick one more for 10 entries for the word space.
Oh, yeah.
So Mars, the star child.
And I think Mars might have had to leave for work, so I don't even think I'll have to text him. I'll have to text that crazy.
Let him know. Well, he doesn't need to know anything. Naked snail, you get 10 entries. I was going to write snail. That's what I call her. All right, so that's done. Good job. I just want to make sure we get that out of the way because when we have to run over to D's. And
We're
would
small.
you guys mind terribly if I excluded myself from the festivities?
Yeah, you want to end? You're done?
I love you guys. I want to thank you all very much. I'm just going to head home because I'm tired.
You got the names we need picked? Yeah, no, everything.
Yeah, only I don't have a super chat, super stickers.
Oh, can you just stay for 2 seconds to see these?
Oh, absolutely, because I didn't see those.
Okay, so Paula sent me something.
Paula.
In a nice
Congratulations to everybody.
The piece that was up here is over there now. I've been wanting to learn how to read runes. Thanks for dropping it on.
I dropped it on the ground.
I've been wanting to learn
Thank
how
you,
to read
guys.
runes for a long time. And they not only got me a set, they got me the set that I was looking at.
Oh my God.
They're amethyst.
Amethyst is my birthstone.
Nice.
Look
Oh,
how
I love
beautiful
amethyst.
they are. And amethyst is such a beautiful stone.
Yes.
Thank you guys for all the hugs and love, man. I'm doing this because you guys are my strength.
Right?
Those are gorgeous.
And anything that comes from Paula's house.
I have a little tiny amethyst I've had forever. Whenever I have to go for operations, I would stick it and just rest it in my clavicle. Actually, I did pass it on to somebody. I don't have it any longer. Somebody, I had used it and somebody else was going in and I said, here, take this because it was such a
Well, you know what? When I learn what all of these mean, I will find the one that's most appropriate and you can borrow it.
Yeah, no, I put it, remember, I used to sit it on my clavicle when I never have to get
So
operations.
beautiful.
Just for
And it came with a whole
healing.
sheet.
Oh,
a whole
I love the
piece
little
to-
treasure box. It's so cute.
That's cute.
Yes, so Paula sent that with the Mars stuff.
Thank you, Paula. I love you.
And congratulations to the winners. I'll take the piece of paper with me home to put it in my file cabinet.
I'm just gonna super fill my cup while you're saying bye. So I'm not walking away.
Super fill. Yeah, I'm just gonna go home and actually I might try to do a little crochet. I haven't crocheted in a few days now, and maybe I'm feeling up to that. Yeah, I do have this.
Do your chickens like to be held?
One doesn't mind it. The New Hampshire Red. She's the friendliest of the bunch. The other ones want to peck me. What's funny is when I'm feeding them, I hold the little wormy things for them and they peck at my tattoos because they think it's something green and it's funny. But they are as of what's today, Saturday, as of Thursday, they're 5 weeks old, so they're off heat, but I do have the brooder still on at a low heat, just in case if it gets chilly at night and I'm sleeping and I don't realize they can go under there. But they'll be going outdoors. The man went to go get all the wood from the Amish for the kit, but it was over $2,000 for the kit. So he's like, I'm just going to buy the wood. So he'll be making the nice outdoor, good heavy duty, because we have a lot of, if you've seen, we have a fox that comes around all the time. She lives right up in the woods. I've got bear. I've got possums. My cat made friends with a possum and brought it home the other day.
Oh my God.
And I was taking pictures. Yeah, literally. Yeah, Gus wouldn't come in. He's on the back porch. And I'm like, Gus, come on in, and he's just laying there like leaning off the side of the porch. So I walked over there to pick him up and I look and here's this huge possum looking up at me and I'm saying, hey, how you doing, buddy? And let me get my phone. I'll take a picture of you. I went back in the house, came back out. And he just stood there and I thought I was filming it, but I didn't hit the record button, And then, she's asking, Kendra wants to know how you're.
Okay, so Little John. I think this is Little John 3 or 4 at this point.
She collects
the jumping spiders that one of them at a time. I think they battle outside to one live in the house. It's back in hiding.
Yeah. Or you just don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in my house, so.
Yeah, but if you're in the other room, he might come out and then run away.
That's true.
He might be playing
he seems to like the living room the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's back in hiding. Hopefully we'll see him again.
We'll see him again. Yeah, he's cute. They're little jumping spiders don't bother me at all. I mean, if they just jumped on me by accident on my face or something, I might get a little freaked out. But the other ones, I'm not.
Did you ever see Lucas the spider? the little YouTube spider that's the jumping spider. It's so
Yes.
cute. The little animated kid.
So cute. Yeah, me just Lucas, you should write that. No, you should write that. It's adorable.
It's
okay.
like,
Linda, thank you so much.
It's a jumping spider with a little boy's voice, like a little kid's voice, and it's so cute.
Absolutely adorable.
I did. I wrote it down. Yeah. Oh, look, other people saying about it too. And thank you, Linda, very much. Thank you guys all for your kindness. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can maybe crochet a little something.
Yeah, go home.
While I'm still.
Can you make sure you not only take that with you, but you
the other waters? Yeah. I'm trying to drink the water. What's weird? This is just another weird thing that we can't figure out is, prior to this bout, I'll say, I have always had an issue being able to swallow. Having this high anxiety level continuously, I'm actually able to swallow.
Which is interesting.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I am trying to drink water to try to hydrate. So this way, maybe I can offset the intravenous.
Do that, take that, and then if you can,
I got my water.
Drink some of the packets.
Yeah, I got the packets.
And then if Pops doesn't get you water tomorrow, let me know and I'll go get water.
Get water. Yeah, I need it.
So please let me know.
Yeah, I'm not drinking coffee.
I'll be mad at you if you don't let me know that.
No, I will let you know. Yeah, I will. Sure. Yeah, and I'm not drinking coffee or eating any chocolates or anything caffeinated or anything because I don't want to make any more anything that would give a heightened. Though I eat chocolate before I go to bed, it actually sedates me, so which is weird. But anyway, hey, love you guys. I'm gonna go. I love you. Bye, baby. Thank you very much, Frizzy girl, and your crow is on the way.
I'm gonna make us a little closer since it's us now.
Ooh. Jump scared myself.
Well, all the big hugs coming to you from everybody. All right, I love you. Go be creative if you can.
Oh, you and the pups both looking together.
Yeah. I didn't get to see it, but I saw him still looking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everybody's still talking about spiders and their lack of love for them.
No, I understand. I understand the fear for spiders. I actually grew up with a fear of spiders, and then at one point in my life, I ended up in a room that had a bunch of them, and it taught me like some of them I don't like, and I will take and move outside, but there's certain ones that really aren't that bad. Like little jumping spiders don't bother me when they ballooned in the yard and took over. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah,
but I get it. It's like. That and snakes. So we had a lot of snakes in our yard. I love them. I love all creatures. Craig, not a snake fan. Couldn't get a snake if I wanted to. He's super happy that I found someone to adopt my bearded dragons before we moved in together.
Those aren't snakes.
Which was very,
they have legs.
I know, but he doesn't like any of these reptiles. It was sad for me to get to adopt them to someone else, but when I moved them across town, I almost lost one. Like she did not handle moving well at all.
Yeah.
And then I was about to move 6 hours away and in the winter, so there would be no way for me to keep them warm. So I was looking for a temporary house and I found one. And then when I moved up here and it started to get warmer, I had been getting photos of them, and they were photos of this friend of mine that I worked with's kids and the beardies, and just having the greatest time and playing with them. So at one point I just messaged her and I was like, I love them so much. You and your family need to keep them if you'd like. Like I won't come back and get them if your family wants to keep them, because they're just loving life there. And yeah, they did. They're probably not still here. It's about the time, but they had a really good end of their life there. But that's what you do when you care about pets. You do what's best for them.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a cat named Jessie who did not do well when we had James, and there was one day that we didn't know she was in his room, and we had closed his door. He was having a nap or whatever, and she had pawed at his face because she did not like small children. And so we ended up rehoming her. We'd had her for years and we loved her to bits, but she did not like kids. And I had a coworker who has no children. It was just her and her husband. And we would get pictures and Jessie's like out on the catio, you know, just hanging out in the sun. And she'd never gotten to do that. It was so cool, you know, just to see her living her best life kind of a thing and not having to deal with little children right around. So, you know, it works.
It's definitely one of those things. Like it's tough for the person that loves and owns the pet.
Yeah.
And the furry family member or scaly family member, but sometimes you got to just realize the right things to do or find it the best place to live.
Yeah.
That's it. It's tough, but
exactly.
Yes. So anywho, how was everyone in the chat? My brain's a little sidetracked because Mug just left, and I love her, and Mo obviously worried always. She's doing good. I just yeah.
Hard not to.
I broke down a little bit last night, but we're good now. I didn't talk about any of my like fun words. So does anyone here know the show SCHITTS Creek? So I don't get us in trouble.
Why are you? Like, hang on. Now I got to think.
So if anyone knows that show or knows the human Catherine O'Hara, mother from Home Alone, also mother from, thank you, Diane, also mother from Beetlejuice and mother from Beetlejuice 2, which I just watched. It wasn't bad. I think they did an okay job for making a second Beetlejuice this far removed from the original. But you can't touch the original Beetlejuice. It was just fantastic. But yeah, Moira Rose. So a fun fact about her on this show, she is Canadian. It's a Canadian show. I love it so much. If you haven't watched it, it's wonderful. It is about, they basically, Daniel Levy, Eugene Levy's son in real life, to make a show where there was a same-sex couple without everything from without all the struggles, because every time you see a lot of that in the media, it's all the trials and tribulations they have to get through in order to have the love that they want. This show is showing a town in a world of acceptance without all of those like obstacles, and it's absolutely beautiful. Oh, good to know. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvan. And I know I stole you reading. I might do with my new rooms. But anywho, so when they got Catherine O'Hara onto the cast, basically they were like, okay, we're glad you're here. You do you, queen, because she is a queen. So you do you, queen. And this human goes and researches like olden English words and all these like ridiculous words and like rewrites her own script and then shows up on set, and anyone that's watched the show knows how ridiculous her accent is in this, but then shows up and is like, John the baby is crying, and has this like ridiculous accent. So then she says so here's some of the words that she uses during the show. So frippet is a petty, frivolous young woman. Duplicity, she says duplicitous. It's deceitfulness in speech, or I'm not doing her accent even slightly properly. Anyone that's watched the show, I'm annihilating this. I'm from the Lasky family. We don't do accents. We can't, we don't, we never will. Yeah. All of my friends can do accents. I can't. But so I'm just going to read it because trying to do the accent is actually not working well. But duplicity is deceitfulness in speech or conduct, as by speaking or acting in two different ways to two different people concerning the same matter. What's interesting about that one for me is growing up with like separated parents. I had my mom. Hi, Oodles. I had my mom and my dad's worlds, and they're completely different. Yeah. So like my dad's world was like this Like we sit and like, we go to church on this one day and like we're being proper. And then my mom's world was just like, oh, hey, what's going on? Like, how you feeling? Oh, you need help? Like it was a more caring type of environment.
Yeah.
So learning the definition of that word, duplicitation, was a nice one. Here's one. Petty fogging,
Okay.
insignificant, petty, dishonest, or unethical in insignificant matters. So being insignificant or petty about and dishonest about matters that don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So when people are mad, like there was somebody in one of the snake groups. I'm in a snake group online, and there was somebody that got mad, like, oh, the same snake gets posted every day, and like typed a whole thing about being mad about that. It's like, can you imagine waking up mad at like a snake identification group online?
Oh
Like that. Yeah. So
too
like,
much time on
petty
his hands.
fogging. Yeah. So anyone that spends time on the internet, petty fogging or petty foggers are people that get mad about unimportant things that are insignificant to the rest of everything.
Rusty, you should have chatted him back and said, stop being a petty fogger.
Honestly, I learned this word after. If I had known this word and if the post was still up, which it got deleted pretty quickly because clearly it was just nonsense. But if the post was still up, I absolutely would have done that. So bedevil or bedevil. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. It's bedevil or bedeviled is to torment or harass maliciously or diabolically without doubts or distractions or worries, to cause confusion or doubt in muddled confound. No idea what that means. That's too many words.
Wouldn't it be bedevil? Or no? Or can you not say that? Was that another word you can't say?
I mean, that's kind of how it's, well, they said it as like one full word, but it seems like it's two. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably. You're probably right.
I just want to say
it's all legend.
That way, bedevil.
Okay, so my last, Mama G's not here for my favorite one, which was them saying converse is technically, so confabulate or to converse, which Mama G always tells me I'm wrong with that. That's proper. You can say converse, is informally chatting. But my favorite one, spelled ENNUI, ennui. I looked that one up because I knew I was going to say, ennui. A feeling of utter weariness or discontent resulting from lack of interest, a boredom. Here's an example of this word. This endless list of Rusty saying words produced an unbearable ennui within me. Because I've just been saying all these words at you this whole time. That's my list.
Oh my, yes, me too, Anastasia. That was from Gilmore Girls. Thank you. I was like, I knew ennui, but I didn't know where I knew it from. So
I wasn't gonna say it, but I literally have been rewatching Gilmore Girls.
I love the
original. One of my guilty
original.
pleasures.
It's
funny now though, like watching it as a kid versus watching it now. Like now I'm like, oh, Lorelai. I'm like Lorelai now. I'm no longer a child. I relate. My friend is having those issues with their child right now. So it's so different. I rewatched it when I first had my hysterectomy, but I didn't finish it. So I'm like finishing because there's a lot of seasons. Yeah. It's a fun show.
Oh my gosh, 25 times. Yeah. It's nice because if you've seen it that many times, you don't have to necessarily watch to know what's going on. So you could be crocheting or doing whatever, multitasking, you know? So
I love TV shows for multitasking because like I've said earlier, if I try to listen to music, I just hyper focus on music. I found my favorite background show though. It's poorly dubbed drama series because the sound is always dramatic and amusing. So even though I'm not paying attention, I was just watching some about like some au pair that got like went missing and like rich people and some other thing. I don't know. I'm not paying attention because every time I look at the screen, because it's poorly dubbed, the lips don't match the voice and it annoys me. So I immediately look away and go back to what I'm doing. It's the best thing I've ever found to be a functional person cleaning my house.
But it keeps you focused. But you're not understanding what, or are you kind of getting the gist of what's going on because of listening to it, right? Ish.
I mean, a little bit, enough to care a little, but not enough to. If I never watched the end of that, I would never care. I do love grade B movies, but I pay attention to those. Helen Keller versus the Night Wolves, Chris. Have you seen that one? Helen Keller versus the Night Wolves. That one's really bad. I think that's like a grade like C or D, maybe.
Oh my gosh. Audiobook.
Oh man, Frizzy, thank you so much for coming on here today.
Yes!
And I appreciate it. It's been nice to have you as our first guest on the channel. Made me feel a lot better. It's always tough when it's hard to be solo. Any of you solo live goers, I shout outs to you because it's definitely a different vibe from when like Monica and I are here together.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you.
Oh.
We've got a little over 10 minutes to D, so just remember that if anyone needs to get a drink. Oh, nice. Yeah, you need water. I brought multiple waters and I still need water.
I need to drink water. I'm terrible about drinking water. I just don't know, unless I'm really thirsty, like I'm hot or I've worked out or whatever, then it just doesn't, it's not the thing I want. I want coffee.
So I should start texting you photos of me drinking water so you remember like this. Like
you should remind me to hydrate. I mean, right now I have watered down coffee. Does that count? The ice is melting.
I mean, I was gonna say there's ice in there, so there's some water. So water is osmosising into your cup.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But yes, Zoila just dropped Frizzy's channel. Anybody that's still listening and hasn't gone to check out Frizzy Bang, go do it now. I command you.
Yes, you can come hang out.
I forgot to bring up my shirt.
Oh, two kinds of people in this world: those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. That's it. That's all she wrote.
And I've had a lot of people ask me, well, what's the other type?
Mm-hmm.
See if I can get it on camera. Can you see it?
You just may be.
Because if you can't extrapolate from incomplete data, you're the second group. I know that just made me laugh. So
I like that.
This is one of my I think this is my third shirt I ever made. And it's still like, all of this is staying on. I'm shocked it still holds up.
That's so cool because I feel like even some of the print on demand places that you can have shirts printed like that and stuff. Like I've printed the Crochetaholic one that I have, and it's like flaking off. So you really have to test out the different places that they're coming from because some of them just don't hold up. But yeah, that's looking good. You can still read it.
No, there's a while ago, someone wanted to order a shirt for me, like when I first started printing them. It's hard for me. I wish I could do more, but I don't have access to a shop that's local to get sizes. And I don't have the ability to have like a bunch of random sizes here. So anytime someone wants a shirt, I have to like order a shirt online, and then there's a lot of shipping because it's one shirt to get a blank shirt. So that's why I don't do them anymore. But when I first started doing them, I was like, I can't charge someone like $20 for this shirt. And Craig was like, I paid $25 for that shirt that you got 2 months ago that I bought for you. And the print is already all like crinkled and messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. I'll pay 10.
But that's true. And I think that's why so many people do print on demand stuff. It's like, you can't warehouse all the sizes you would need and all the things, it's just, yeah. You want a shirt that has made for you with a Pegasus? Oh, thanks, Michelle. Thank you. Glasses are falling off. I couldn't grab them and thought, okay, I can miss this. So do you ever watch cartoon, like anime or any kind of things like that, Rusty? Or do you prefer scary
I do
movies?
watch a few. I mean, 90% of what I watch is like true crime and scary movies and like mysteries of the abandoned or historical sites, things that you used to see on the History Channel back when I had cable. That's actually the majority of what I watch, but horror movies are a lot. I do love animation though. And I actually have secret jabronis. Secret jabronis, which Craig knows about, is my Netflix handle on my Netflix account. We have jabronis, which is both of us, and then secret jabronis. I like Lilo and Stitch, I think is an adorable movie. I loved Enchanto. I also didn't know that Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine played the main character in that one. I also like shows like The Great North and Bob's Burgers, like those dysfunctional, functional family type ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't watch any like anime, like Japanese anime type things. That's Craig's ordeal.
I was thinking about it because I'm wearing my no face earrings, which is from Spirited Away. It's Studio Ghibli movies, so it's basically Japan's
Did
Disney.
not notice that's what it.
I love Studio Ghibli or Ghibli, depending on how you say it. Yay! Hi, Ganny Joe. Very happy to start to amazing Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, nice long weekend.
My spare bed is blocking it, so I can't grab it. I have a set of a bunch of the Studio Ghibli, as I say, because I like that better, movies.
Yeah.
I've only seen a few of them, but Spirited Away is one that I know because of the girl Petey that's coming to pick me up this weekend.
Yeah.
We're still going to be around for our Saturday live. She's picking me up Sunday, and then we're going on our week-long trip to go visit my other friend and do things. She's the one that introduced me to Spirited Away, and I bought that whole box set. There's still a bunch I haven't seen in it yet because I need to because you need to read them while you're watching. I have to have a time where I'm just gonna like sit and actually focus.
Yeah.
Most of the time when there's something on my TV, I'm doing other things. But yeah, like Spirited Away was such a cool movie.
It's such a cool movie. I think they do actually a pretty good job of dubbing if you wanted to watch it in English and just have it, you know. Some of them don't do a very good job, but I know some of them with the Ghibli ones that they do. So that could be another option, but yeah. Howl's Moving Castle is a really good one. Me too, Anastasia. Oh my gosh, girl, we should chat. K-dramas every night. I'm on K-dramas. I did watch some K-scary ones though. I don't know what you call those.
You should chat with Aaron, whom also Old Meanie Greenie loves K-dramas. I need to get into these. I want to be in this chat. Do we need to make a Discord chat about K-dramas?
We should have a K-drama chat. Heck yeah. I think I've not seen that one. My husband. I'll have to watch that one. I have not seen it. Oh, what's the one I'm watching right now? It's on Netflix. Oh, my brain. I don't remember what it's called. I'll have to check that one out for sure.
Also, Craig's going to come home to a note that says, "Marry my husband," and that's going to be interesting. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let him come home.
Yeah, just let it ride. See what happens.
Let that ride. I've already sold him away during a game where I was like, "You can win a night sleeping next to Craig in the bed." And if someone actually won, I was going to let them sleep in the bed with him, and I was going to sleep in their tent.
That's amazing. I liked that one too, Vicky. That was a good one. Chip ice machine at one of my jobs. I would fill my mug every night. It was so good. Yeah. Nice when you have access to those things. It's a little cheesy, but that's just part of the charm, right? It is, yeah. I feel though, like, because they're called K-dramas, and then I start thinking about how, what do you call them? The soap opera would be what we see here, right? But I don't think they're the same. I don't know. The vibe doesn't feel the same to me. Like the soap
a little
operas
bit I've seen, it does not feel the same.
No, like they're just good. They're good movies or good shows or whatever. Like for me, the ones here in the US, they have like a different lighting to them. I don't know how to describe it, but it's got like a totally different vibe. These just feel like, a show, but they call them K-dramas. Yeah, don't forget the thumbs, you guys. And subscribe if you're not already. Let's try to get to 4K. We need that.
So as we're closing up, let's remember anybody that gets anyone to come to the channel and subscribe and say, I'm new and such sent me, gets a ticket into a bucket that is a pumpkin that I'm not going to grab because it's all the way over there and almost on time. But sorry, sometimes I talk really fast and I forget that. When Mama G lived in North Carolina, I remember talking to someone, and after I finished my whole sentence, they were just like, dude, slow down. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Was I talking fast? I'm sorry. I talk fast. From the city,
you'll start sounding like, when they're talking about like a medication or something, and then they get to the side effects, but they say it really
The side effects include things like, I love this community. This community is great. Everybody in this community is wonderful. I hope this community has done a great job, and I hope we all stay friends forever. And I hope this community is wonderful. That's how side effects sound.
Exactly.
I just wanted to make it all positive.
Hello, Mars.
All right. Oh, Mars, yeah, you won the 10 entries in the monthly giveaway today, by the way. You weren't here for it, but you won it because you were here before.
That's right. That's right. When I was reading earlier, when I first came in, not up on here, but like I was reading everybody's name, I read them as Mama G in my head. Like the way she says the names. It's amazing. Yes, Black Cat rated D's. Go over to D's. She should be going live very soon.
So take your urination station break, grab a drink and get ready. That didn't rhyme because I could have said slate.
I was going to say something else, but that might not be good. I was going to say, get your snake. Talking about snakes, I don't know. That's where my brain went.
I should have been wearing my snake earrings.
Grab your snakes.
grab your snakes, everybody, and get over it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, anyway.
Yeah, this is why our channel's not meant for kids. I definitely click that every time because you never know.
You just don't. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. So should we close it up here? I love you all. This has been wonderful. I think
thanks for having me on. This is fun.
Thank you so much for coming on. And again, if anyone doesn't follow Frizzy, do it. Do it now.
Do it now. Give me
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
All right. Well, I love you all. Have a wonderful evening. I'm going to hit the stream button now. So, yeah. Ta-tas for now. Mama G left me by myself.